Good morning, good morning. Peace and blessings. Early morning. Early morning live. Morning session. So I thought I would come on with this feature instead of my StreamYard. But I want to talk about Butter Biscuit. So I normally have my countdown and I normally like wait a bit because of course I'm gonna be more organized and trying to do more scheduling when I do my lives and everything. But bear with me because I got the sleepy eyes. Of course, I just woke up, so I said I like to come on and do the morning sessions, whatever, and until I expand and do more lives. Okay. But this morning, Chief gonna talk about. I'm gonna move a little bit off topic from my Aborigine talk this morning. I'm gonna talk about Butter Biscuit and some of these people that are a threat to melanated people. Okay, we're going to talk about Butter Biscuit and some of these people that are a threat to melanated people. So as I drank my tea, hopefully you got your coffee, your tea. I like to start my morning off, with my homemade tea, And I tell you, some of the things that we have to understand as a nation of people, we have to understand that no one is going to love you more than you, but your own worst enemy is you. No one is going to love you more than you, but your own worst enemy is you. Now keep that in mind what I'm talking about. The worst of the worst is the people that are in your community. It ain't pale face like we think. Pale face is going to do what pale face do. Pale face is going to do what pale face do. So these are undeniable things that we're going to get from pale face. We should understand what pale face feels about melanated people. Okay, that's not a debate. That's not an argument. You should expect pale face to hate on you. Okay, you should expect that. But do you expect your own melanated brothers and sisters? That's the ones that you're not looking at. That's the ones that you're not looking at. The Candace Owens out there, the Jesse Lee Petersons out there, and Butter Biscuit, Charles Barkley, Butter Biscuit, Charles Barkley. Okay, so many times that I have learned this for a long time. I am not a role model in your community. Even when he was playing, what have Charles Barkley ever done? What has he ever done for melanated people? Grand rising to you, Cherokee in the house. Look at it, and I want you guys to understand that. What has he done to you? Good morning, good morning. We got the original in the house. Good morning. So you gotta ask yourself, in our conscious community, what have these people done for you? Okay, other than cause dividends in our communities, what have they done for you? Think about this. Okay, some of these celebrities, some of these people that tell you, "Oh, I am not your role model." Okay, but have great platforms. But don't use their platform to the ability that they should. Don't use their platform to the ability that they should. Now remember, we all have somebody in our family that are Butter Biscuits. We got some friend that some colleague, some coworker, somebody that is a Butter Biscuit. So people say, "Chief, what are you talking about? A Butter Biscuit? Where you get off a Butter Biscuit?" Is that person that's in your life that's always telling you how wrong our people is. How wrong our people is. Okay? There's always somebody, oh, if he wouldn't have resist, he wouldn't have got his ass shot. Now I want you guys to understand this. These are the things that are and I have said this a long time ago, is brainwashed through our people to destroy our people. They don't have to do all the work. They don't have to do the work that you think that they're supposed to do, that they have to do to destroy us. All they have to be is program. Is to reprogram our minds to hate each other. All they have to do is reprogram our minds to be against one another. See, nobody hates us more than us. Nobody hates us more than us. Oh yeah, this morning is a hot subject because more better in the morning. Good morning, grand rising. Grand rising. Because nobody is better than calling out us than us. See, we are worried about pale face. We are worried about pale face. But the danger is the butter biscuit. The danger is the boot-licking butter biscuit. The Sambo. The danger is the Sambo. You may not understand what I'm telling you. The danger is the Sambo. And the reason why I said that the danger is the Sambo, because the Sambo used to always tell Master, he said, Master, are you sick? I'm sick too, Master. See, he always wanted to outdo outdo the other slaves mentality. Always wanted to outdo the other slaves. He always wanted to feel special among his master. He wanted to feel special amongst his master. Good morning, oh son. And these are what we call butter biscuits. The coon. Now, we have to get away with that. Stop messing over Johannes, because Johannes was not the Uncle Tom that we have heard from that we know of. The Uncle Tom that we know of which was called Johannes, he was not the sellout. The sellout was Sambo. The sellout was Sambo, not Johannes. Okay? So the pale face made you believe that Johannes was the sellout, when Johannes was actually stealing and trying to help out his brothers and sisters. I want you guys to understand that. Okay? They go let them tell you the cabin. Go read the cabin book of Uncle Tom, and you'll realize that they lied about that whole story. Now, Mr. Butterbiscuit, Charles Barkley, is the worst of the worst. Mr. Butterbiscuit, Charles Barkley, is the worst of the worst. Born and raised Alabama, down in Alabama. Born and raised somewhere in Alabama. Now, I want you guys to understand, I have nothing against Alabama. All my people, I got a lot of people up in Alabama. I got a lot of people in Mississippi. I got a lot of people down in Louisiana. But the perception of Alabama, because they have been, treated a certain way. They have been treated a certain way that they have to, they feel some of them have to be able to cater to their master. Some of them, not all, have to cater to their master. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is Charles Barkley, of all people, come up around racism. But he will lead you to believe that racism does not exist. See, Charles Barkley plays down the middle when it comes down to melanated people. He likes to point out all the wrong about melanated people. Charles Barkley points out all the wrong about melanated people, but do not talk about balance. See, he don't talk about the greatness of melanated people. He talks about all the wrong about melanated people. And then we got acting like the pale face, the white man does not have trash in a community, but he looks down on his people. Now you got to remember, Butter Biscuit is married to a white woman, so he's catering to his base. He's catering to his base. He's playing down the middle. Now, Butter Biscuit loves him some white meat, but yet he wants to be the centerpiece of the NBA. He wants to stand out and be able to talk. Good morning, Miss M. I want you guys to understand this, what I'm saying, and what I'm trying to get you to understand about Butter Biscuit. There's a Butter Biscuit in your family. There's a Butter Biscuit that believes that he or she is better than you. There's a Candace Owens in your family that felt that are too sedity because they feel like you too ghetto. I want you to understand, don't give a damn about your culture, about what they were grown up on. They want to get as fast as they can away from you and I. That's Butter Biscuit. Butter Biscuit does not believe politically. He believes everything that Paleface say. Butter Biscuit believes in all the laws that are against us. Every law that was written against us, Butter Biscuit believes in. That the white man can do no wrong, and that the black man is the problem. That's Butter Biscuit. Hello, relatives. All the relatives in the house. Good morning, peace and blessings. We up this morning. I hope you got your tea. I hope you got your coffee together, because we're talking about Butter Biscuit today. The Jason Whitlocks, the Charles Barkleys, the Candace Owens, the sellouts in the melanated family. Okay? These people who are Jesse Lee Peterson, all these people find the worst in you, the bad in you, don't find no good in you. Okay? Because they feel like they moved on up. They feel like they're the Jefferson. They didn't move the way out of your classification. They feel like they're upscared. Their education is better than you. They are better than you, and they are accepted by the paleface. That is the definition of Butter Biscuit, who will sell out his own people just to get patted on the head by his master. Just to get patted on the head by his master. I want you guys to understand that. And this is what's going on with our nation of people. This is why we have so many different issues. We are totally divided on a lot of things. That's solid. Soul to soul. Yes, they have always seemed to sell a souls. You have to understand this, okay? So you can't win with them politics. You can't win with them. They're always going when the young man got his neck, when they put his knee in the young man's neck, they're gonna come up, well, he was in prison for marijuana. He has a past history. He went to jail. They're always agreeing with Paleface. When Trayvon Martin got murdered, the first thing they wanted to do was side where if he wouldn't, he was smoking weed. They're always justifying why we should die. Always justifying. Oh, well, if he would have just complied, he would still be living. We're the only nation of people that have to go through this as a way of life. Melanated people have to go through this a way of life. We are attacked by the outside, and we are attacked in the inside. We're attacked from the outside from the threats of our enemies, and our own enemy is our people. I want you guys to understand that we have so many enemies, and the worst enemy is our own people. Now, Kyrie Irving, what set Butter Biscuit off was Charles Barkley got set off because Kyrie Irving using his platform to speak out against injustice. Because Irving was using his platform to speak out, against injustice. Now, Charles Barkley, told him to shut up and dribble. He told him to shut up and dribble. That he's not educated enough to talk about this. That he's not educated enough to stand up for his people. This is Charles Butter Biscuit Barkley, the man who is married to a paleface. I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to understand that. The same sellout. I have nothing against interracial marriages. I have something against sellouts. I have nothing against that, okay? That's not up to me. That's your choice. Whoever you chose to lay with, that is your choice. But when you use your interracial marriage to destroy melanated people, then I have a problem with you. When you marry out the race and you start talking about your melanated melanated copper sisters, then I got a problem with you. When you start destroying your own people because you feel like you have a trophy on your hand, because you feel like you're carrying a trophy. That's the problem I have. I have no problem with interracial marriages. I have a problem with them throwing their interracial marriage in your face. That's the problem. So I want you to understand that he told this man to shut up and dribble, like Lauren from Fox News. I told you that these people copy their oppressors. These people mimic their oppressor. This is what they do. Now, for those who know Charles Barkley has a history of doing some damage. I mean, he beat women coming up. I knew about Charles Barkley coming up. Charles Barkley, that was one of the reasons why he said that he was no role model. He was arrested on many occasions. Nobody bringing that up about him. Nobody talks about his past. And it's crazy. Cherokee said, never date outside your race. And then in the end, it can become damaging for our nation of people. In the end, it can become damaging for our nation of people. I couldn't do it. First of all, as you can see, there's nowhere in the world I have an attraction to be marrying a pale skin. I just can't. You hear me? I can't. That's just me. Okay? That's just me. So don't get mad with me. That's just me. But I see the damages and the brainwashing that comes with some of these interracial marriages. Some of these interracial marriages, you start seeing abuse within the family. There was a young lady who was speaking about how her mother was because she came out darker, because her mother slept with a melanated man, and the young lady ended up she's dark skinned, and she's showing more of her melanated side, and the people in her family, her own family, she has to endure racism in her own family. It could become very jacked up for them people. It could become very, very jacked up. And I'm telling you what the damages of what happens when we mix race. It could become some of these people don't think about their kids. They don't think about their kids. They don't think about the scrutinizing, some of the things that they have to go through. But back to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley has done so many things. The poor kids get the worst end, and they are so lost. Yes, they do. They do. That they don't know how to comb their hair. They don't know what to do with melanated hair. And people don't know what to do with their hair. I be watching some of these young girls, and their mothers don't know what to do with their hair. They don't know what to do with anything when it comes down to these young girls. Okay? Some of the, you watching some of these celebrities. Some of these celebrities are always out there, and I'm telling you, they're always adopting melanated people. Now, they're always out there adopting melanated people. You have to ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. They adopt these kids, and they got them wearing dress. They got them wearing dress. They got them wearing dresses. Some of these Sandra Bullock and some of these people out here that are adopting melanated, these celebrities that are adopting these melanated kids, they are messing them up. They're messing them up. And they got this young man, one of the celebrities, I don't know if it's Sandra Bullock, one of them got the young man wearing wearing a dress. And it's just unbelievable damaging when it comes down to our melanated people. It's damaging. It's damaging. But some success, they done had some success come out of it. They done had some people been raised correctly. But that's something I would never, ever recommend, that we have our kids being raised by paleface. I just don't agree. I don't agree because, first of all, they will never know self-awareness about themselves, their history. They already got a stigma against themselves. They already got things that they have to deal with in this social world. And you notice that a lot of these celebrities, they go to Africa, they go all over the world to adopt dark-skinned kids. You can see it in America. So many, like I said, Sandra Bullock and all them, they went to New Orleans. They went to New Orleans, Louisiana, and adopted a young man in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is happening across the country. This is happening across the world. Some of us don't understand what's going on, okay? And this stuff here brainwashes these kids, messes these kids up in their way of life. And then you get some of these Candace Owens, and you get some of these Jesse Lee Petersons. Even though these folks probably was raised in a black home, they just have self-hatred because they have nothing to do with that. They just hate their family and their upbringing and what they came from. Okay, so a lot of people who hate where they come from, they damage goods. Okay, a lot of these folks are damaged goods. Okay. Back to Charles Barkley. Like I said, he told the young man Kyrie Irving to shut up and dribble. He said that you are dumb. You don't know nothing. You didn't even finish college. He's telling the young man, oh, you didn't finish college. Like college is supposed to be the the tops of education. I want you, it's saying that they think that success don't come the only way success comes is only through college. They're crazy. You can be successful in any environment of what you try, whatever you do. I got boys that go to college. I might have one that may not go to college. Okay, but I got them here to learn both of the best of both worlds, so they could be equipped to both of both of the worlds, so they can know what to do when it comes down to politics, when it comes down to dealing with certain things. They're able to catch up. But do I tell them that college is the number one thing to keep them on top? Hell no. Hell no. Okay? So I want people to understand that college ain't for everyone. College does not mean success. You can be successful through trade school. You can. They got people who own their own barbershop. They got people who are carpenters. They got people who. There's so many things that you can get involved in, and it does not have to. The end of the world don't stop with college. It does not stop with college. Everybody is not college material. I got two kids that's in college. I got one that's probably not going to go to college. Okay, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we gotta wherever we get our success, you can get it. Okay, I'm a truck driver. I make more money, and I'm not bragging. I make more money, and I don't have a college degree. I don't have nothing more than a high school paper. That's all I got is high school paper. And I make more than some out there that's in the medical field. Okay? I don't have no college education. I'm a truck driver. Okay? So you define success. You define success. You can be successful in anything that you put your mind to, that you apply yourself to. Greatness starts with you. That European education does not mean that you cannot make it in life. I want you guys to understand that. So, whatever you do in your life, you can do anything that anybody else can do if you apply yourself. If you apply yourself, there's nothing that anybody can stop you from getting to your goals. So we got, like I said, we have so many people, and like I said, you're starting to see so much I see so much anger in people. I see so much anger in people over the courses of the year. People are not happy anymore. People are not happy anymore. This is why America has some of the uneducated people in the world. They want to talk about how great the education system is, but we got some of the worst. And you sit there and you watch these people out here that's out here talking about they hate us, and they going around they hating us for no apparent reason, because they mad because of your success, the stuff that you're doing in your life. They're upset because the pale skin is upset that you are moving to the next level and they can't. That they're out there living in slops. And that's what I want people to understand. You are evolving and they're not. Their family, they're living in rural areas. You're moving up in your life and they're moving downwards in their life. That's what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The melanated copper people were evolving. They hate us because every time we pick ourselves up by the bootstrap, they try to tear us down. They try to destroy everything that we try to build. Everything that we try to build as a melanated people, when we do come together, they try to drop bombs on it. They destroy things when they see us leading ourselves to success. They did that in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they're worried that we're going to do it again. See, when you don't know who you are, and this is why we stress this all the time on this channel, when you don't know who you are, it's like when you don't know your ancestors, you don't know where you come from, you get lack of belief. You don't have nothing to build on. But when you know your family history, you realize the greatness of your family history, then you have something to believe in. And that's what's wrong with our melanated copper people. A lot of us are still thinking we're African descent when we are totally from this land and don't even know it. A lot of us don't realize that we are this land. EP in the house. A lot of people don't understand that we are of this land. We are not a foreigner in this land. Now, there's a lot of folks, a lot of people who are, pale faces that know who we are. I go out here in the trucking industry. There's a lot of folks out here that know that we are the original people. There's a lot of people that knows who we are. The problem is we don't know who we are. And we don't want to take the time to learn who we are. We've been stuck in the good old boy ways. Well, we just trying to get by. Oh, they call us Africans, so what? My life is good. I don't care if my name is Africa. I don't care if I'm from Africa. Well, you don't care about your relatives. You don't care about knowing who you are. You don't want to be self-aware of something to give back to your kids. You don't want your kids to know anything about you. How are you going to be a grandfather one day, a grandmother one day? And how are you going to sit down in your rocket chair and tell stories when you don't know who you are? How are you going to sit back and tell history about something that you don't even know of? Well, the white man said that I'm from Africa. The white man said, I think it's somewhere in West Africa, but that's what they say. I don't really know. But baby, we probably from Zamunda. I don't know where we're from. That's the ignorancy that has been taught to us. That is good enough for us not to learn our ancestors. It's good. Don't worry about that. We wasn't there back. It shouldn't matter to you. We wasn't back in them times of slavery. That don't matter. That don't apply to us. But you don't understand how all of that is damaging when it comes down to our nation of people. When you don't know who you are, it is damaging. When you don't know who you are, it's damaging. So if we're not able to teach our kids about who they are, tell stories about who they are, well, who are we as a nation of people? We are a failure to our generations. We are a failure to our kids. When we don't teach, we are a failure. If you go on some people's channel and all you hear is drama and you're not learning nothing from the drama, what is the point? When you get on educational channels, when somebody's teaching you the righteousness, you don't want to be a part of it because you're still confused in the mind. You still brainwashed in the mind. You still live on the truth of your white oppressor. When you live in the mind of your white oppressor, you're gonna keep being fed by damaging things. You're gonna continuously be fed by things that does not matter. Righteousness don't mean nothing to you. Righteousness don't mean nothing to you because you're brain lost. You thrive off of negativity, but you ain't got a high for positive. You don't want to learn about who you are. You want to hear about who's fighting. You want to see some ratchet stuff on YouTube. But when somebody is teaching you self-knowledge of yourself, and we're talking about teaching and how to teach your kids, to teach your young men, your young boys how to be a man, teach your young ladies how to be a lady, that's not good content for you. Because you want to twerk. You want to twerk. You want to dance. Salute. That's Chief Prince in the house. And I want you guys to understand that. It's not, and I say this kind of content, it's not sexy. This kind of content is not exciting. See, learning about who you are, learning history lessons about who you are, is not sexy. It's not exciting to your brain. You want to see drama because that makes you See, negativity makes you happy. But learning something about you, you can't connect with that. Self-knowledge of who you are, you don't connect with that. When I talk about growing vegetables, when I talk about stuff like this, when I talk about learning how to grow your own foods, basic things, learning how to grow your own foods. Because what you going in these supermarkets, you're relying on your oppressor to love you when you don't even love yourself. When you start getting knowledge of self in reading and trying to develop things, you're going to become your highest self. But if you're not out here trying to learn the righteousness about you, when you're not out here trying to learn the righteousness about you, you cannot grow. Brandon in the house, you cannot grow. How many times we sit up here and we talk about self-awareness, learning how to grow your own food, learning how to shoot, and then that goes out of one ear to the next ear. Because I told you, when there's a crisis that's happening right now. There's a food crisis that is going on right now. You don't see it, but there's a food crisis that is going on right now. And if you don't wake up, you're going to be hungry. If you don't wake up, seeds don't cost. You can get $5 and you'll have a bag full of seeds. You bring $5 to the farmer's market and you'll come out there with a couple of bags of seeds. It's very cheap to buy your own and your own food, to grow your own food. You don't understand that nature, you have to go back to nature. You have to go back to nature. And I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know what you're waiting on. When you see your own growth, when you see your own food growing, you feel good about yourself. That's the power of nature. But you want to rely on your oppressor. I can only give you so much. And if you're not receiving it, then you're not ready. If I give you something and I got to keep repeating it, it's because you're not trying to receive the message. You hear me, but you don't hear me. You hear me, but you don't hear me. And you obviously don't want to hear me. My content ain't just about learning who you are. It's about helping you develop as a healthy person. You're wondering why we're dealing with COVID-19. We're dealing with so many other diseases out here. And it starts with us. The ancestors have taught us how to grow our own foods. We have to go back to the ancestors. Grow our own herbs. But back to Butter Biscuit, because I don't want to get off topic. Back to Butter Biscuit. There's a Butter Biscuit in your family who's hating on your situation. There's a Butter Biscuit who's always telling you stay in your place, stay in your lane. There's a Butter Biscuit who always telling you you better abide by your white oppressor. You gotta remove yourself away from Butter Biscuit. Because I'm telling you that the Charles Barkley, I'm telling you that the Jason Whitlocks, I'm telling you that the Candace Owens, the Jesse Lee Petersons are what's wrong with melanated copper people. They are what's wrong with melanated copper people. He's copying what with the lady Lauren something, whatever her name is, from Fox News, shut up and dribble. I can't believe he told that young man to shut up and dribble, that he's not educated enough to have conversation about social justice. That he's not educated to sit there and use his platform to educate people about the things that are happening to melanated people. For you, if you follow Charles Barkley, please unfollow Charles Barkley, because Charles Barkley is what's bad for melanated people. Charles Barkley is what's bad for melanated people. He's the same one who sit there and he want to jump on the side and want to talk about, sometimes he's like a hypocrite. Then he wants to walk around with his white wife while walking around. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. He walks around with his trophy. He walks around with his trophy, with his white woman. He loved to walk around with his trophy and shit on melanated copper women. Shit on melanated copper men. See, what I don't understand is, if they overpopulate us in Turtle Island, which is a lie, because I want you guys to understand that is a lie. That's one of the biggest lies in American history, that we the minority. You can go ahead and believe that you the minority all you want. See, I want you guys to understand why you're not the minority. There's a reason why they kept you from voting. Why they try to keep you from voting back in they were suppressing your votes back in the late 50s. You're not the minority. You are the majority. See, they think that we're educated now. There's reasons why they stopped your vote in the 50s and the 60s. There's a reason why they were stopping votes. Because they knew that you are the majority in this country. They told you that we were limited people in this country. The numbers are wrong. The numbers are wrong. Half of the people in this country do not do the census. They do not sign everybody up for the census. I want you guys to understand that. And this is I told y'all this, in 1988 when Jesse Jackson passed the bill, that was one of the reasons why they wanted to pass a bill to put us all in one big boat, making us, changing our name to so-called African. And I want you guys to understand that notice that all these politicians, when it comes down to election time, all these politicians come around melanated copper people. They're all the time when these politicians showed up, it's always around election time that they want your vote. They know that they can't win elections without you. They know that you are the majority. You're not the less people in this world. They've been lying to you in class, in school. They've been telling you these percentages very wrong. This is why the Democrats come after. The Democrats love melanated people. The Republicans also, now, see, these parties, that's why I said we got to do away with these politics. We have to do away with these politics. You go from Jim Crow to KKK. One party is Jim Crow and one party is KKK. So you can't win with either party. You might feel like you are part of something, but they don't fit your agenda. None of these parties fit your agenda. Joe Biden don't give a damn about you. Donald Trump don't give a damn about you. A little bill that they pass does not, because you feel like they got something, they gave you something. Every bill that they pass benefits other people. Every bill that they pass is not benefiting just you. Now you got bills that are passed for Jewish people. That only affects Jewish people, where Jewish people get what they get. We don't share the benefits of Jewish people. You got to ask yourself that when a bill is passed, the white woman benefit. Now, for many years, the white woman could not vote. For many years, the white woman was not able to vote. Then, when we got our right to vote, she got her right to vote. When we got our right to vote, she got her right to vote. See, I want you guys to understand that whatever bill they pass, it ain't just primarily for melanated people. None of these bills are just for you. Now, when they pass a bill for minority melanated people, now the gay community is benefiting off of us. I want you to understand this. Now the gay community is benefiting off of us. So there's not a bill that is written just for you. But you think that they love you. You think that the Republicans love you. You think the Democrats love you. Ain't none of them doggone bills are for you. They passed the bill so you will shut up. They passed the bill so you will shut up. But somebody else, the Mexicans, they're going to benefit off of you. They might not even be legal, but they're going to benefit off of you. If you're getting welfare or you getting food stamps, the Mexican going to get welfare and food stamps. That's not bills just for you. This is why I tell y'all, we gotta start taking care of our own people. Politics, our own political party, because none of that suits you or me. None of that suits you or me. And you believe in these laws. Oh, yeah. Trump got them all talking. Trump this, Trump that, Trump. Hell with Trump too. I remember Trump was the same man who, when they was trying to lock them boys up in New York. That tried to get them poor boys killed in New York, was trying to get the death penalty on something that they did not do. I don't trust him either. I don't trust no pale face. But you guys want me to trust in Trump. Trump is God. No, none of them. You don't trust pale face. Pale face ain't done nothing for y'all. Politically, nothing. You don't trust any of them pale face. Oh, but you don't know that the Democrat was the KKK. I know my education. I know educated. I know that the Democrat back in the 50s and 40s and all that, I know that they were the Republicans of now. I know that the Democrats was the party of the KKK. I knew that. But they flipped parties. So they both got an agenda now. They both got agenda. They both got an agenda when it comes down to us. You got Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham down there in South Carolina, who was a Democrat for years. And he wants you back on picking, he wants you to be picking cotton. Lindsey Graham in South Carolina was a Democrat for years, changed parties over to the Republicans. Mitch McConnell, who was a Democrat for many years, back in the 60s, 70s, he changed parties. All of these people are the worst. All of these political parties are damaged. I don't trust them, none of them. So when people talk to me about political, I don't get down with all that. I don't get down with political parties. I don't get down with that. Because how you going to be an Indian? and going to agree with them and going to be on the side of any of them parties. Because none of that applies for you. Tell them go change that Constitution. Tell them, because everybody that sat up in the Constitution when it was written, they did not look like you and me. Everybody that sat down in them chairs and they were signing that Constitution, they didn't look like you and me. They still got laws in there that's saying that you a slave. They did not abolish slavery. You believe that they abolished slavery. Slavery's still going on. You would not even believe that they did not fully abolish slavery. They did not fully. That's why they got the jail system. This is why the jail system is still existing. Paleface is making money off of slavery right now. Minor charges. You got people who sold weed in there for 20 years over weed charges. Yes, F all of them parties. Every last one of them. All of them parties. And then you talk about the gun rights. And then we try to get, yeah, I encourage you, get your guns. But please know your rights. Please understand that some of them laws are made against you. Remember that the stand your ground law in Florida, when they made that stand your ground law, that wasn't for you, that was against you. That stand your ground law in Florida was for them people to shoot you. I can't make this up. That's why Trayvon Martin died and he couldn't get justice, because stand your ground laws was made against the melanated people. Them stand your ground laws was not made for you. I'm gonna tell you this. They had a guy in the same instance in New Orleans. He shot a black guy. He shot a former New Orleans Saint, Will Smith. I'm a Saints fan. I'm from New Orleans. So the guy, Will Smith, the former NFL player who got shot by this bystander, Will Smith was drunk. He had alcohol in him. And he was drunk. He was with his wife. So he hit and ran somebody. He bumped into this guy, and he hit and ran. He tried to flee the scene. He was drunk. So the guy caught up to him. Will Smith jumped out the car to attack the man, and the melanated black man shot him in self-defense. Guess what? The melanated black man is still in jail right now today. Now, let that would have been a melanated black man, a white man, he gets away. I'm trying to tell you that these laws and these rules are not meant for you and me. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. They're set up to keep us enslaved. You don't know that. You don't try to investigate it. You don't believe that. I know you're still trying to have hope in this government. I know you're still trying to believe that this government loves you. One guy on TikTok was saying, well, why do melanated black people have a national anthem? He had the audacity to ask the question. Paleface got mad because melanated black people have a national anthem. Now, that national anthem was because they back in the 50s and 60s, they didn't have a song to have pride when it came down to melanated black people. So they came up with Lift Every Voice and Sing. So Paleface is jealous even to this day. Whatever we have, they don't want us to have. Whatever honor, whatever things that we got, they don't want you to have. They don't want you to have your own businesses. They don't want you to have self-love for yourself. They don't want us to separate and be this in our own tribes. They want us to be amongst them. They want us to be amongst them and following their rules. They want us to be trapped under their system. How can a foreigner governor love us. It's crazy. You know, these Europeans, they came now, the first thing they want to tell you to go back to Africa. I always laugh when they tell me to go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. And and nobody tell them go their ass back to Europe. Go back to the caves. Nobody talks about go back to the goddamn caves. But we sit there and let these people abuse us. We let them abuse us. It's crazy. Hurt your feelings, telling you to go back to Africa, knowing damn well you were born here. But you letting them destroy your mind. And some of you melanated people went back to Africa. Never. I was laughing because this young lady, she went to Africa. She went to Ghana, and well, they say she's back in America now. But she went to Ghana because somebody sold her a dream that everything in Africa is going to be great for her once she get to Africa. Everything. She's back in the Holy Land. She's back in Motherland. God, but let me tell you something. Man, that lady now trying to beg Americans to help her get back to America. Because them people told her that she not from their tribe. You not from over here. They treating her better in Ghana than they were treating her in America. But you think she thought that was her homeland. She thought these people go walking around carrying their Messiah on their back. They colonized by the Chinese, by the Asian man, walking around carrying them on their back. But they want to talk about us. I ain't never seen this. Talk about they told when they come here to not speak to us, to not deal with us. Lady Solo in the house. Lady Solo in the house. Peace and blessings to you. And I hope all is well with your husband. I hope all is well with your grandchildren. I hope all is well. Grand rising to you, Lady Solo. I want you guys to understand that I got my tea. My lemon tea got me amped up. My lemon tea got me amped up this morning. But I want you guys to understand that we got Charles Barkley going around, you know, like I said, buck dancing. And they always know how to make us look bad. They always do this in front of our oppressor. They always try to make our own people look bad in front of the pale face. You ever understood that? You ever understood that they always want us to look bad in front of our oppressor? They always want to shit on our own people in front of our oppressor. Make us look bad on national TV. If you want to talk to a brother and you want to straighten a brother out, put that brother on the side. Don't talk, talk in codes. But don't destroy a brother on national platforms. And this is what they do. This is what the butt breaking, this is what they do. So we got more of a threat from the Charles Barkleys. The Charles Barkleys are more of a threat to us. Our melanated people, the white man is not the threat. It's our people. The white man is not the threat. It's our people. We cannot get out of our own way. I'm tired of blaming the white man. White man, white man, white man. White man, white man, white man. We're giving too much praise to the white man. We're giving the white man too much power. We got the white man feeling he is God. But the problem is us. The problem ain't the white man. The problem is us. Because we allow what we allow. Stop giving these pale-face all the credit. Let's not give them all this credit. They don't deserve all this credit. That's the problem now. We keep uplifting these people, making these people feel that they got the power when they don't got the power. Stop giving these people the power and the credit over us. We got King World in the house. King World in the house. Good morning, peace and blessings. World. And that's a power. Let me tell you something. That is a powerful brother on a powerful channel. Powerful brother who's always out there killing these demons. I like to say cult leader, man, just destroying them, eating them up alive, spitting them up alive. You know, great dude, and actually a great person. Because like I said, I had the pleasure of speaking to him, and really a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and tell y'all that all of you guys have to understand that we sit here all the time and we always thinking. And we think the wrong and rather than the good. And we always look for the bad in us. Like I keep telling you, these when we watch Charles Barkley have nothing good to say about melanated black people. You got to remember, and this is not a shot at Alabama. All my Alabama followers, I don't want y'all getting mad with Peanut Nola 504 because I say the same thing about Louisiana. The Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, all of Mississippi, all of them, Carolina, all these towns. We got one buck dancing. We got a butt dancing. We got a butter biscuit everywhere. There's a butter biscuit everywhere you go. There's a butter biscuit everywhere, destroying our own community. Always cheerleading for the pale face. Always dancing for the pale face. Always loving the pale face more than he loved his own people. Love eating all that butter. Love the butter. Love that mayonnaise. Can't have a little tip of mayonnaise. Gotta have the whole jar of mayonnaise. So you think that they love you? They are the ones that are damaging us. That coon is the one who's damaging us. Stop giving our oppressor all the credit. Stop giving these white men all the credit. They ain't the damn credit. They don't get this credit this way. At some time in your life, you got to put fault at our own people. You got to put fault at our own people. Why we not evolving to the people that we should be? Why we not getting what we should get? Sometimes we just gotta be us. Got the audacity to get mad at this man for who had a restaurant, who played a little back that thing up in there, who had a little twerking going on. He told you to sit your ass down and eat and listen to the music, but you want to dance all over the man's table, all on the man's wall. You want twerk. Just messing over the man business. But you wouldn't do that in a pale face, in a Red Lobster. You wouldn't go to Olive Garden. You wouldn't be twerking all over the place. You wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't do that. These are the things that we accept. But the man give you a great environment, somewhere nice to go enjoy yourself. But you know, no respect for this. It's crazy. No respect for your own people. You'll rather go up in there and act a behind in a great establishment, and then try to make a bad name for the man when he check you. Then you want to go on social media. Oh, he didn't allow us to twerk, and he made us feel bad. So, but that's how we are. That's how we are. We are a detrimental to ourselves. And we are facing our own demons, our own curses. And we're destroying ourselves. There's generations and generations and generations of mess ups when it comes down to ourselves. And if you can't look at yourself, if you can't look to yourself, and you can't criticize your own people, who else could you look at? We got to fix us. You can't fix somebody until you fix us first. I can't worry about other people until I fix my people. It's nice. You got to be able to tear it down and then pick it right back up. And that's what I try to do when it comes down to me on my platform. I like to try to tear it down, then I will pick it back up. I will never just tear something down and never pick it back up, because we are great people. And we have to learn from our mistakes. We got to become better people. We got to learn from our mistakes. Everything ain't going to be perfect in life. We're not perfect people. Black Telepack in the house. Shout out to the Black Telepack. That when I tell you, this man has an awesome Facebook channel. I love going on. I guess when I look at the Black Telepack, he's one of these brothers that is really teaching me to understand science more and look at the dynamics of science. He's a very creative person, got very creative paintings and very creative content. Love the telepack. Gotta love that telepack, brother. I want you guys to understand that, and that's what we do as a nation of people. We follow these, but I mean, some of the worst of the worst, and that's why TNT has Charles Barkley on there, because they need somebody like that to keep putting our people down. They need somebody to keep putting our people down. They need our own to destroy our own. That's what they need. They're not going to take down Charles Barkley. They need the Charles Barkley in the world. That keeps them balanced. They want to put us in line, and they use our own people to put us in line. A lot of people don't know that. They use our own people to put us in line. They ain't gonna go get no pale face to do it. They're gonna get our own people. You know, that's like they go get the Steve Harveys. They go get people like Steve Harvey to just like Monique. They got Steve Harvey to check Monique. They used Steve Harvey to check Monique, and Steve Harvey ass was licking ass, and it's crazy. They used Steve Harvey to chin check Monique on national TV. Caught the woman off guard. They use our people for the worst. They use our people against us. Until you understand that, they don't have to do the dirty work. They'll keep these people on their networks. They'll keep these people out there. As long as they got something to say bad about our people, that they don't let them get too far, they're gonna use them to damage us. Oprah did the same thing. Look what Oprah did Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson was living, Mike thought Oprah was his friend. When Mike was living, Mike thought Oprah was his friend. But all along, Oprah Winfield was a demon. Michael Jackson just won a big-time lawsuit, his estate. Just won a big lawsuit on the incrimination of his name. And guess who done that interview? The one who done that interview was Oprah Winfield. She the one got them guys who needed money to lie on Michael Jackson. She the one who went and got them guys to lie on Michael Jackson because they were starving for money. She wanted that topic. She wanted the views. She wanted the money. Healing through inspiration in the house. That's another young brother that I can sit here and tell you got another great channel. He does great jobs with painting. He's teaching other warriors how to paint their face. Awesome educational channel. I love going to healing through inspiration. Love going through that channel. It's a very educational channel. But this is what I be talking about. And this is what they do. They use other people to destroy us. Oprah has done this before. She has a history of destroying our people. Oh yeah, she loved doing them slavery movies. She loved doing Color Purple. Oprah is not a part of our tribe. Oprah is not a part of our tribes. Oprah had to sell her soul to get where she at. Oprah sold her soul to get where she at. She wants to be on. She got she loved making them African movies. She loved making them slavery movies. She loved making us look as a slave. I'm tired of seeing slavery movies, y'all. I'm tired of seeing slavery movies. Because what were you before slavery? Who were you before slavery? How great were you before slavery? Why everything about our people begins with slavery? Why everything with our people begins with slavery? Acting as though that is the beginning of our history. Acting as though that is the beginning of our history. They think that we willy foo-foo. They think we don't understand. They think we're stupid. They think we're illiterate. I ask myself, why do our people continuously stand for these movies? That they don't paint us on another level of showing our excellence, our talents. Why they don't talk more about who invented the phone service? Who invented the lights? Why they don't talk about educational things? More movies about how paint Tulsa, Oklahoma in a better way than just the bombs that were dropped on us. Why not talk more about the success in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Why? And we're getting tired of having these Al Sharpners, these Jesse Jacksons. We're tired of that. Why are these people representing melanated people? Ben Crump, all these people. We get these guys who making millions of dollars off of you and I for justice. Agents. Because that's all they is agents. Men who sold their soul over years and years and years of selling their soul. Jesse Jackson knows who killed Martin Luther King. And it's ironic, Jesse Jackson ended up running for president of the United States off the back of Martin Luther King. Jesse Jackson ain't done a damn thing. And all of a sudden he come out of the woodwork and he become running for president of the United States. All this, he got clout. How did he get that? No, the worst people is our people. The worst people is our people. It ain't no doggone white man. It ain't no pale face. It's our people. He was a part of the setup. And and he turned a whole race of people, damn it. A whole race of people. Got a whole race of people calling themselves African American. He got a whole race of people only 25 years ago. Only 25 years ago. He got a whole race of people calling themselves African American. 25 years ago. I don't see nobody holding Messy Jesse accountable. All the money he has made on the backs of our people. Only 25 years ago. You was called color. You were called Negro. Some of you guys still like to be called Negro. You have multiple names. They excuse me. They even call you color. What is color? They call you black. Black does not exist. Black is dead. Black does not exist. Now, all of us got a habit of saying black. I said multiple times, but black is dead. You want to be called dead? And that's what we call ourselves. We bunch of dead. White does not exist. There's no possible way a person could be white. I gotta excuse me. It's crazy. But you want them, they always deem us to be wicked. They always deem us to be wicked. They got the black cat. The black cat is always, they got the black bird. Anything that's black, they want to deem it as being wicked. They want to deem it as being wicked. Anybody ever had a black cat in your life? I had a black cat. Black cats are beautiful. But they deem it to be bad luck. Anything that, and they use anything that's white as pure. They make white to be pure and dark to be evil. Blackbird, they're spiritual. Anybody have a black cat? Black cat is one of the most beautiful animals. One of the most beautiful animals. I never had bad luck with it. It's crazy. But what we do, we demonize everything that has to do with melanated people. Are you tired? Are you tired yet? Are you tired? Are you tired? Because there got to come some point in your life when you're going to get tired. It's going to come some point in your life where you're going to get tired. Your history, your makeup of life is great. You are the most high chosen people. You are part of the highest energy. You may not believe that. There's not a man and a woman that has been through the struggles of the melanated copper people. There's not a man and a woman in this world that has been through what we have been through. And until you understand how great you are, you will never get away from your generational curses. Until you start looking yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? The Most High made me beautiful. The Most High made me beautiful. I want you guys to understand that. And you gotta remember that, yeah, he says the darkness is dominant. That's why they dim it. You take a dark fella, you take that dark fella and you get that dark fella with a pale face woman, and that child is gonna be what that dark fella is. I can't make that up. Your gene is dominant. Your features is dominant. And that's why they're trying to eliminate you. They're trying to eliminate you because you're dominant. You're dominant. You're able, our women are able to, we have our women have the seeds, and they carry the seed of all people. Our women carry the seeds of all people. I want you guys to understand that. Our women can make any person in this world. Even our women are dominant. That's why when a pale face mates with a, a melanated copper woman, you still see the effects of what that melanated copper woman is. She dominates, even with the male. Our melanated copper women dominates. That's science. That has nothing to do with me. That's not a racist comment. That is what the facts are. The facts is that the melanated copper man is the most dominant man on the earth. The melanated copper woman is the most dominated copper woman on earth. So don't be ashamed by your scraggly woolly hair. Your woolly hair was to protect you from bugs. A lot of all this woolly hair that I got, it protects you from bugs. A lot of people don't understand that that's what this for. It's woolly because your bugs can't settle in here. You are a great people. You are a special people. And the Most High made you for Him. The highest energy made you for Him. You can't love nobody till you love you. Everything in life starts with you. Move yourself away from religion. Because there ain't no white Jesus coming back to get you. There's no such thing as white Jesus, and He's not coming back to get you. So I follow science. The facts are spiritual in science. And that's what the facts is. A lot of people are afraid. And that's what a lot of these pale faces are afraid, that we're going to dominate. And that they're not going to exist no more. Why else would they be racist towards you? Why else would they hate you? What else could it be? Why they don't like you? What did you do to them? You did nothing but was born a chief and a chiefess. You did nothing wrong. There was nothing that you did wrong. It's not your fault. Your beauty is not your fault. People gonna hate what they don't understand. People are going to hate what they don't understand. Shameful as that sounds. People are going to hate what they don't understand. So we got so many people that that's why you see a lot of these young folks on TikTok. And they always trying to look for attention. If you're not giving it to them at home, they're going to look for attention somewhere else. If you're not giving it to them at home, they're going to look for it somewhere else. You done found out your child on TikTok twerking and doing all kinds. You wonder what your little girl doing. You thought that you raised her right, but you didn't give her no time. You didn't give her no time. Obama daughter right now. Obama daughter is being ridiculed on social media. And that has nothing to do with us because Obama is not one of us. But I'm making a point to you that he was supposed to be the perfect dad. Well, he a half breed, but he's a half breed. He don't even have half of us. You know, the definition of an African American is Obama. Obama is the definition of African American. Obama is the definition of an African American. He was born in Hawaii, which is America. and his daddy was African. Okay? So he is the definition of an African American. He has no ties of being an Indian. Okay? You don't have no ties to us. He's not related to us. Okay? So let's get that straight. Okay? So, but I'm making a point that his daughter is wilding out on TikTok. Wilding out. Okay? He's Kenyan and paleface who moved to the Midland. Yeah. And we can't even say that he's African American. Let's get it right. He's the definition. Well, he was born in America, but his lineage would be Europe. He would be Europe and African. He would be Europe and African. So if we want to be politically correct, that is absolutely true. He would be Europe. Okay? We're the only people that go around calling ourselves African American, and you don't see white people calling themselves European American. You don't see Mexican people. You don't see these people doing this. We're the only people that go around calling ourselves African, a continent in a country at the same time. The only people that's doing that. You got to wonder what's wrong with our people. What the hell is wrong with you? You can't be a continent and a country at the same time. What is wrong with you? You can't see that they made that up. That is made up. That is not you. But your oppressor gave you something. They gave me that. They said that's who I am. They say that's who I am. So if they say that's who you are, that's who you believe that you are. So you're going by what your master say. You're going by what master say. Master say that I'm African, so I'm going to be African. Real rap. We got Chief Real Rap in the house. Master say I belong to Africa, I'm going to be African. Master say. That's what Master say. I believe what Master say. Butter Biscuit. Gonna be just like Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley said, there's nothing going around. The police love you. The police is not doing all half of the stuff that they say. The police, man, Barkley already butter biscuiting around, already butt dancing, tap dancing, walking around, talking about his massa. Already protecting his massa. Because he got to go home to his massa. He got to sleep in a bed with his massa. With all that mayonnaise all over him. He got to go with all that mayonnaise in the bed. Got all that mayonnaise all over his body. Got all that mayonnaise. I want you guys to understand that. Yeah, butter biscuit. Butter biscuit, butter biscuit, butter biscuit. Jason Whitlock and Charles Barkley are the worst. Are the worst. I thought I heard it from Jesse Lee Peterson, Candace Owens. But Charles Barkley, you the worst. Got the audacity to be talking about Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving is trying to use his platform to bring more attention to injustice, and you got the audacity to sit here and say that this man, you didn't finish college and all that. Charles Barkley, you finished college, Charles Barkley, but I don't know how you finished. I don't know how you finished, Charles Barkley. I don't know how you finished because you ate a lot of mayonnaise. You ate a lot of mayonnaise. Whipped cream. You ate a lot of mayonnaise, whipped cream. Tap dancing. It's crazy. But yet, he want the mayonnaise, but he want a little bit of chocolate too, because all of his hookers are chocolate. The hookers that he was caught up with were chocolate. He didn't have one mayonnaise hooker, he had chocolate hookers. They're not good enough for him to marry, but they're good enough to pay a couple of dollars to. Or he'll pay a couple of dollars to him, but he don't marry him because he want his mayonnaise and maybe a little mustard too. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to understand that. Because this is what's going on with our nation of people. We are the worst when it comes down to us. We are the worst when it comes down to us. When it comes down to us, we the worst. And it's hurtful to sit here and talk about any melanated people. I don't like to be bashing any melanated man or woman, but it has to be said. I don't like to sit here and talk about the melanated brother. But when you hit another melanated brother, this needs to be said. Real rap cooking this morning. Spiritual child in the house. I want you guys to understand that. I know you guys not used to seeing my face. I'm normally got my avatar on, but I'm trying to this stream now. So I will be going back to StreamYard. I will be streaming and we'll be opening up the platform. We'll be doing open panels. Still going back to that. I just trying something new that I didn't have access to. So that's all this is, okay? So I woke up. I got these bags around my eyes. I'm tired. But I want to check out the stream since it's available to me, and it is what it is. But I want to like I said, thank you all the time. You guys are always supporting, man. You guys are always supporting. But I want people to understand that this is the same man. I mean, he's telling somebody to shut up and dribble, and then he's the same man who say he ain't nobody role model. So I don't think none of us should take any advice from Sir Charles Barkley. None of us should take any advice from Sir Charles Barkley. He said that he's nobody's role model. So if you ain't nobody's role model, what the hell are you giving advice for? What are you giving advice for, Sir Charles? You said that you are nobody's role model. So why are you talking to this young man? Yep, he said that around 1993. I'm not nobody role model. He the same man that was afraid of Magic Johnson giving him AIDS in the game. He was afraid that Magic was going to throw a little blood on him. He was terrified. He didn't even want to play against Magic Johnson. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell Magic Johnson did, what kind of money he used, because he's still living. I thought Magic would have been gone years ago. But I tell you, money talks, BS walk. Money talks, BS walk. Yeah, Mark, he's a doofus, and he had the audacity to talk about this man education. He had the audacity to talk about this man education. Yeah, he probably never did. Yeah, he has HIV, whatever he had, but it's crazy, you know. And like I said, we got the coronavirus. We got Joe Biden sitting his old ass up there taking the coronavirus shot. We saw the vice president taking the coronavirus. We don't know if they're shooting water in them people. You don't know if they're shooting water in them people. Don't y'all be no fool. They could be injecting water in them people, and they're gonna inject that deadly shit to y'all. You don't know what they injecting inside them people. Y'all just sitting up there watching them on national media. Oh, so if Joe Biden do it, we can do it. No. First people they want you to do it, want you to take that shot is melanated people. You saw anybody saw that nurse? That nurse that nurse face, she fainted. She fainted as soon as she took the shot. Now she had the real shot, and she fainted. So you tell me how she fainted and she was younger, and Joe Biden ass didn't fall on the ground, and he barely living. Because they lying. They lying. They are lying. And they trying to force that vaccination on y'all, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, they think you Willie Foo-Foo. They think you Willie Foo-Foo. Okay? You heard me? They think you Willie Foo-Foo. They're sitting up there, got all these celebrities. They're trying to get the celebrities, trying to get the politicians up there to doggone well. Joe Biden didn't get no shot. He got a shot of water. He got a shot of water. He got a shot of water. They think we crazy. They better shoot you. Y'all better get a shot of ginger root. Y'all better get a shot of ginger root inside y'all. Y'all better get a shot of ginger root. Because if y'all go on listening to this foolishness, y'all gonna and I do have a guest, and I'm still waiting on when I'm going to do it. But I'm gonna do. I got a guest that I'm gonna do on an open panel. I got a guy who took the shot, and he's gonna tell you his experience, and he's gonna come on and tell you that his brain has not been the same since he took the shot. He was in the hospital for a month. For 1 month he was in the hospital, and when he got out, I want you guys to understand when he got out is that he went to City Park in New Orleans, and because he stayed in City Park in New Orleans, right next door, and he said all he knows he had no clothes on, and he woke up in the back of the police car. He was thankful that the police officers did not shoot him. He was butt naked, walking around in City Park walked in the middle of the street because of the effects of what this vaccination has done him. So he's gonna come on. I'm just waiting for him to get the right time. He's gonna come on and tell us what happened to him. He's brave enough to want to tell his story. So he wants to come on my platform to do it. I'm just waiting for him to feel comfortable where he wanted, because he said he's gonna tell it all. He's gonna tell everything that happened to him. So I welcome my brother to come on, and I'm supposed to do that exclusive interview with him. And I'm not gonna overtalk him. I'm not gonna have other people overtalk him. We're gonna ask questions after he said what he have to say, because he said he has a lot to say. Okay, so that's a brother of mine that I know. Okay, and he said they tried to blame him for drugs, and he never took no drugs. Okay, so the police tried to run after him. He said he never even took no drugs, and and the effects of the disease, come to believe they didn't find no drugs in his system. They just was lying because they know they messed up, and they even offered him Social Security. So why would they offer him Social Security at age, I think it's like 35 years old, and they're trying to give him Social Security? 35, 38, I think about 38 years old. And they want to give him Social Security. Because they didn't mess that brother up. They messed him up. So there's a lot of things we're going to get on and, get on and popping and everything. But I'm going to close this up because, once again, I had a great show. And this, I can sit here and tell you guys that I am thankful once again for having such a great audience and who always come in. You guys are the woke people. I like to say the people that's woke, okay? You guys are the woke people who love to listen about knowledge, and I appreciate that, because they got some people that don't want to hear knowledge, okay? Okay, so it is what it is, okay? So I'm gonna see what can I do, because I don't even know how to close this damn thing out. I'm trying to learn, y'all, so it is what it is. But you guys have a blessed day. I'm still trying to mess around with this thing as I try to close it out. It is what it is. See if I can get myself out. Salute to you guys. Once again, I just got to learn how to get out this thing. Still haven't learned how to. Well, I got. It's embarrassing because I still haven't learned how to get out. I'm still up in here messing. Yeah, well, I'm on the phone. I'm actually not. I'm actually not on the computer. I'm actually on the phone, and I'm actually trying to learn how to get out of this thing. Um, it is what it is. But let me see if I can tap something.